Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Southwestern University's Taylor Sanders Field, the fifth and final game, day 2 of the 2018 SCAC Softball Championship Tournament. And we have one team in the championship final already, the number 1 seed, Texas Lutheran University Bulldogs. The question is, who will they face tomorrow? Will it be the 3 seed Pirates, or will it be the 4 seed Ladies of Centenary? Alongside James Hill, I'm Kit McConico. James, Centenary, well, they have been riding a wave of momentum all day long. Came from behind in their first game for the victory. They won previous to this. Can they make it 3 in a row?
We told you at the beginning of their game, 6 teams would start, 2 teams would finish. They're coming into this game riding a wave of momentum right now. They got the big win over Dallas with the walk-off grand slam. Big day at the plate against the Shriner Mountaineers. Game 3, what can they do here? They're going to have a tough contest against Southwestern, who dropped an earlier contest to TLU.
The Pirates will start things with Lindsey Longuet in the circle, the 5'6" sophomore righty from Missouri City, Texas, out of Ridge Point High School.
Yeah, she's gotten the start. She's pitched pretty much the whole time here in this tournament. Comes in a 2.56 ERA, 6-5 on the year, 65 2/3, 44 Ks, 24 walks.
The rest of the Pirates defensively, Caitlin Francis as her battery mate behind the plate. The infield from third to first, Andrea Hearn at the hot corner, Celeste Silvis at short, Mary Alex Crosby at second, Caitlin Kofer at first. The outfield, Grace Phelps in left, Taylor Curtis in center, Sydney Scott in right. Ladies coming up to bat in the top of the first.
Here we go.
Second baseman, Peyton LeBlanc, to lead it off.
And here we go. This is the question. They have had a lot of momentum, a lot of energy, a lot going on. Can this carry over for another game? You know, you got to think fatigue at some point is going to set in. I think that's just human nature. Will they have a second win to kind of pick them back up? We'll find out.
Only one change made in the ladies' lineup from their previous win. It will be in the 8 hole as Aaron Smith will take over the designated player duties.
On the other side, you know, you got Longuet on the mound. You got Aldridge on in the circle as well. 2 pitchers who have pitched a lot of innings here at the SCAC Championships. How are they going to fare today? And if they have to go to the bullpen, who's going to be able to step up here this evening?
2-1 the count. High for 3-1. Umpires for the ball game. Michael Kindelberg behind the plate. Clyde Bartimus at first. Gwen Boudreau at third.
The umpires sound familiar. That's because they are. A little six-man rotation all throughout the weekend.
Low, LeBlanc able to draw the leadoff walk.
I really do think a key to this game for Centenary, strike early. Get on the board early, carry some momentum, get yourself engaged in the game early on. They can strike for a run or two right now. I think that can go a long way in this game.
As you so correctly said, fatigue will undoubtedly set in. The question is when, and if they're able to get on the board quickly, well, they may be able to put off that fatigue at least for a bit. Center fielder, Kelsey Ancelot at the plate.
Maybe a little bit of a concern here early on. Longuet just really missing pretty badly here early on. I think she can get it down here. She misses again for ball two.
Ancelot, the senior from Orange, Texas, by way of Kilgore College.
So we're going to get time. Going to get a visit from the pitching coach.
And Ancelot was outstanding. 3 of 5 in the earlier victory. The game just previous to this, and that is one thing that, well, Centenary, for better or worse, they had about a 35 to 40-minute break between games. You actually think that benefits them?
I think it does benefit them. I really do. I think if you have a long break in between, hour, 2 hours, a game in between, and you kind of get off your feet and rest up a little bit, I think it's tough to get back up. I think that is perfect for Centenary to get right back on the field and get going.
Ancelot back in, awaiting the 2-0. Down the middle for strike one. Lights on here at Taylor Sanders Field, and, well, just the second night we've been able to say that. These newly installed lights, used them last night for the first time. The Pirates played in the first night game, got a victory, hoping to make it 2 for 2. As that is called in for a strike, and the count goes 2-2.
Now we're talking about the momentum from Centenary coming into this game. The other thing I want to see is from Southwestern, how they respond after their game. Really a rough outing for them. TLU kind of beat them up a little bit and took a 9-0 win. How does the Southwestern team respond? Can they put that behind them and move forward? That'll be another interesting kind of variable in this game.
Count now full to Ancelot. Dunn waiting on deck. Payoff pitch, up and in. Ancelot draws the walk, so 2 walks to lead things off for the ladies here in the top of the first.
We talked about in the TLU game, walks started getting them in a lot of trouble. And now, early on, back-to-back walks, and the best hitter in the SCAC coming to the plate.
Dunn, the senior right fielder from Shreveport, set a conference record earlier today, 15 home runs in a season.
She has been outstanding in this tournament. She drove 5 in the last game.
Picked up by the third baseman. Hearn able to apply the tag to LeBlanc for the first out.
Dunn showing surprised she jumped on the first pitch with Longuet kind of struggling a little bit to find the zone. You trust Dunn. If Dunn's swinging, you trust maybe she has something she likes. But it is a little surprising. You know, Longuet was at 11 pitches, only 3 over for strikes. You'd think maybe take a little bit, see if she can find that zone. Instead, first out of the inning recorded.
Cleanup hitter, the catcher, Sydney Hurley, comes up to bat, the junior from Diboll by way of Northeast Texas Junior College.
She swings and misses. Did want to mention with Dunn in her last game, got over 50 RBIs on the season, now up to 52 this year. Such a terrific player. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. I think everybody in the SCAC is glad to see Anna Dunn has the word senior next to her name.
The bunt, miscommunication, Kofor unable to pick it up. Ancelot comes in to score, and it is 1-0, the RBI single from Hurley.
Don't see that very often. You really don't see a lot of RBI bunt singles, but man, was that a perfect bunt there by Hurley. She just puts it in a spot where Kofor cannot make a play with it. Dunn's able to move to third. Ancelot's able to score, and this is exactly what Centenary needs. Early lead. You hear the dugout, a lot of momentum, and now if they can add another run here, we'll see how this game can play out.
Brings up the third baseman, 5-hole hitter, Margot Smith.
Smith gonna step into the box, try to make it a 2-0 game. You see the middle infield kind of playing normal depth. Corners will be in.
Watches it up and away for ball one. Does the junior from Ruston, Louisiana.
Well, and you see Kofor really coming, I mean, almost even with Longueuil, and probably one of those reasons this is a team that tried it twice against trying to try to suicide squeeze to try to bring that run in. Don't be shocked. They may give it a shot here.
Smith with the cut. The count goes 1-1.
Yeah, had a nice off-speed pitch there by Longueuil. Had her way ahead, put it on that outside corner, tough spot to hit. She was even able to get a piece of it. She would have rolled right over it.
Runners on the corners, one away, 1-0 ladies. Smith shows bunt, pops it up. Hearn there. Hearn able to apply the tag as well. The double play ends the inning. Great job from the third baseman, Andrea Hearn.
Yeah, Centenary going to the well just one too many times. Tried to get the suicide squeeze and got burned there as it was popped up. Dunn couldn't get back on time. Nice tag by Hearn. We are heading to the bottom of the first. The ladies holding a 1-0 lead over the Pirates.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Bottom of the first, Pirates coming up to bat for the first time, trailing 1-0. They will face Nicole Aldridge. Aldridge, the 5'6" junior righty out of Tatum in Northeast Texas.
She got a slight break as they had a little bit of the bullpen going against Schreiner, but she's right back at it. And Coach Swear was telling me she always wants the ball anytime. Doesn't matter how many times she's pitched in the game. She wants the ball.
Pirates right fielder Sydney Scott leads it off already with an 0-1 count. She'll be followed by the shortstop Celeste Silvas and the left fielder Grace Phelps.
Worth pointing out with Aldridge, she has pitched 3 times in this SCAC championship, 3 wins.
Over to short, picked up by Magoo. Fires to Gillette, 6-3 for the first out.
And nice play by Magoo. Fielded it cleanly, made a strong throw over to first. 1 down in the inning.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Celeste Silvas.
Silvas.
Shortstop, Silvas comes to bat with 1 away. Silvas, the junior from Corpus Christi out of King High School. Takes first pitch for strike 1.
Aldridge strong early on, really finding that strike zone, getting ahead in the count.
Now 1-1. Pirates led by longtime head coach Angela Frobes, Ali Sugrove, her assistant. Mark Swear, head man of the ladies. Whitney Patterson, Bailey Shepard, the assistants there in Shreveport. Down the third base line, picked up by Smith. The throw to LeBlanc, who came over to cover from first. Nicely done for the second out.
Good start for the ladies. Strong defense, get 2 down right away.
Now batting the left
And
fielder,
for
number
them,
17,
how much would
Grace
they love to start this game with a 1-2-3 inning?
Brings up the left fielder, Grace Phelps, the conference newcomer of the year.
She has shown why this weekend. She's had a strong weekend for the Pirates so far. On the season, Phelps a .383 average, 10 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 32 RBIs.
Freshman from Hardin Jefferson High School. Watches it outside, count evens, 1-1.
Pirates trying to get something started. Centenary, as we said, with the early 1-0 lead.
Low. Now 2 balls and a strike to Phelps.
That one just missing outside. Good location there by Aldridge. We've said it every time she's pitched. Worth repeating again. She usually got great control. Usually can find good spots, make it difficult on hitters. Why she's been so successful so far.
She seems to get stronger as the game progresses. That's one thing. A lot of pitchers start to wane, start to lose accuracy and speed. That is not the case with Nicole Aldridge.
No, not at all, and they're going to need that today, especially.
To left field, Gonzalez there to make the catch to end the inning, and the Pirates go in order to start it off 1-0. Ladies on top as we head to the second.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
We go 6, 7, and 8 coming up for Centenary. Our left fielder, Cassie Gonzalez, will lead it off. We'll be followed by the first baseman, Wendy Gillette, and the designated player, Aaron Smith. A date with the number 2 ranked team in the country, the Bulldogs of Texas Lutheran, awaits tomorrow. This is to left field, and coming in to make the diving catch is Phelps for the first out.
Yeah, great jump there by Phelps. Really, without that jump, she might have been able to make that catch. Good jump on the ball, makes the diving play, and just like that, 1 away in the inning.
First baseman, Wendy Gillette, who has had herself a day, comes to the plate for the first time in this one.
Have a day, Wendy Gillette. Just have yourself a day, and that's what she has done here today. She's a .354 average, 15 doubles, 3 home runs, 25 RBI on the season. Really jumped that total here today alone.
Junior from Orange awaiting the 1-0. Off the hands, popped up. Silvas there. Makes the catch for the second out.
Okay, put that right at her wrist. Nothing. Gillette just couldn't get around on it. Easy pop out.
Brings up the designated player, Aaron Lewis, excuse me. Lewis, the freshman from Leesville, Louisiana.
Yeah, she gets started in the lineup today. 157 on the season, 5 doubles, 10 RBI. And Longuet, after, again, a little bit of a tough start, she can respond with a 1-2-3 inning, just what the Pirates need.
Nice pitch, tails outside. Lewis with the cut for strike 1.
Again, I think you would agree, no matter which team comes out victorious today, it's going to be a tough battle tomorrow. You're going to get that TLU squad that's very good, and hey, it can happen. Southwestern has done it before, but you're going to have to win 2 on the day. 2 over the number 2 team in the country, who's only lost 1 time this year. It is going to be an uphill battle for whoever lines up against TLU on Sunday.
And the Bulldogs have won 29 in a row. Their lone loss, that came to the defending national champion. 0-2 pitch high for ball 1. And not only that, but their star, their ace, so to speak, Maitland Raycroft, the 2 games she's thrown here in the championship, 2 no-hitters.
Back-to-back no-hitters. Both were 5-inning contests. Still impressive nonetheless.
Chased it outside, did Lewis, and goes down swinging. Longuet able to retire. The ladies in order. To the bottom of the second we go. Pirates trailing 1-0. Bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Pirates. First baseman Caitlin Kofer will lead it off, be followed by the designated player Katie Brickerell and the center fielder Taylor Curtis. Pirates went down in order the first time they came up to face Aldridge. He'll be looking to do the same here in the second.
Kofer a 390 average in the season, 12 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, 40 RBIs on the year.
Sophomore from Tom Ball out of Klein Oak High School. Over to LeBlanc at second. 4-3 goes Kofer for the first out.
I tell you, I really marvel at both these pitchers, in Aldridge and Longuet. I don't know where they are finding it right now. But to come out, there's so many games pitched, and we've talked about how it is different from baseball with the motion, and that you can come back to back and pitch. But I don't care who you are. Pitching in your 4th game is not easy, and to come out and start like this is very, very impressive.
Brickerell at the plate, sophomore from Cyprus, quick 0-1 count. The designated player fouls that off for 0-2, and James, you're exactly right. To be able to do what they have done game after game is absolutely incredible. To bring their ace stuff, no matter the situation, no matter the fatigue.
Well, and I can guarantee you, I don't think there's any coach, as Brickerell strikes out, I don't think either coach, both Coach Frobase and Coach Swear, I don't think they're walking up saying, hey, you want to pitch, you want to go? I guarantee you they're saying, no, give me the ball, let me go win a game for my team.
That's the difference between the great ones and the average ones. They want the ball in their hands no matter the situation. Center fielder Taylor Curtis up to bat in the 6th hole. Pirates in danger of going in order for the 2nd consecutive inning. Curtis, the senior from Bryan.
Nice pitch there, just hitting the outside corner, and Aldridge just really painting some spots. It's kind of the Nicole Aldridge we saw against Trinity, putting it in spots that are very, very tough on hitters.
0-2, Curtis underneath it. That is going to go, and that'll drop over the head of Ancelot in center field. Curtis easily on to second with the 2-out double.
Well, a nice swing there by Curtis. Just as I say that about Aldridge, she kind of misses there on her 0-2 pitch over to plate. Gives Curtis a chance to get a good swing and really drive that out to left center. Was almost able to power it out, but gets a stand-up double.
First hit so far for the Pirates.
Number 10, Andrea Hearn.
It brings up their third baseman, Andrea Hearn.
Been a little bit quieter at the plate throughout the tournament. Nothing she would love more here than to come through with a base hit and even this game up early on.
Sophomore from League City out of Clear Springs High School. Takes, the count evens at 1-1.
And when Nicole Aldridge was here in Georgetown, these two teams split. Very good contest between both, and Aldridge was very, very good in the circle against this Pirate offense.
Popped up, and that is going to go in center field. They will wave Curtis in, and she is able to tie it. Hearn on to second, and the Pirates on the board. It's 1-1.
Great piece of hitting there by Hearn. Just lifts it into center. Doesn't try to do too much with it, and we are tied up at 1 apiece.
That brings the number 8 hitter in the lineup, the second baseman, Mary Alex Crosby, up.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Mary Alex Crosby.
Crosby, the sophomore from Houston out of Westside High School. And she put the Pirates on the top. Go ahead run in scoring position at second.
Walking towards the home plate umpire, walking to the dugout. This is Michael Kindleberg behind the plate, not really sure what's going on.
He went over to speak with the Pirates dugout. Obviously not privy to what he had to say. The first pitch called for strike one to Crosby. Crosby just fouled down the third baseline. Count moves to 0-2.
Aldridge trying to get out of this inning, keep it a 1-1 game. Here in the bottom of the second, here at Taylor Sanders Field, turning into a lovely evening of softball here in Game 5 of Day 2 of the SCAC Championship.
Outside, a 1-2 to Crosby. The sun has set. The lights are on. Fifth and final game of the day. Don't forget, we will have one, possibly two tomorrow to determine our tournament champion, who will face the Bulldogs of TLU. Crosby goes down swinging to end the inning, but the Pirates able to tie it up. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 runner left aboard, and it is 1 apiece as we head to the third. Top of the third, 8, 9, and 1.
Leading off the top of the third for the ladies, the shortstop.
Oh, my apologies there. It was actually going to be 9, 1, and 2. And the shortstop, Magoo, comes up for the first time in the ball game.
Magoo has been so excellent defensively. Struggling a little bit at the plate. Comes in to today's game. And 0.74 average as the first pitch misses for a ball.
Magoo, the freshman from Brownsboro. Fouls it off. The count goes 1-1.
Both sides have gotten a run. Now where do we go from here? Things are going to start settling in now. Does fatigue set in on one side? You know, with the Pirates, what emotions are going through their dugout? Where do we kind of go from here?
Ladies did what they needed to do. They struck first, but the Pirates were able to come back almost immediately to answer. So far, the energy seems high on the part of Centenary. Can they keep it up?
As I said in the last game.
Over to third, the throw in time. Hearn took over 5-3 for the first out.
As LeBlanc comes to the plate, first of all, Longuet, nice pitch on the outside. Got Magoo just to roll over for the easy ground out. But as we were saying earlier with Centenary, 3 games in one day doesn't really happen very often. You got to channel kind of your younger days, back when you had to play 3, 4, 5 softball games a day in some of those big travel ball tournaments. You almost got to channel that today to have the energy and to be able to push forward. You just don't do it very often in college softball.
Back to the top of the order. Second baseman LeBlanc awaiting the 0-1. LeBlanc, a cut, finds herself down in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, Longuet, after missing a little bit early on, you kind of saw this yesterday against Schreiner. You also saw it a little bit as she misses high in their first game against Dallas. A little off to start, but once she got going, she became tougher and tougher to hit.
Give Longuet a lot of credit after giving up the run early. Able to retire the ladies in order in the second. Picked up by Hearn. The throw in time. Bang, bang play, but Hearn able to put the frozen rope over to Kofer for out number 2.
I mean, Andrea Hearn's such a solid third baseman. She had to wait, let the ball get to her glove. Once she did, she threw an absolute missile to first base to get the out. LeBlanc's done that a few times today where she's just put it in the ground and used her speed. Excellent job there by Hearn.
2 away. Center fielder Ancelot up to bat.
Ancelot, another one of these speedy ladies. She had a couple stolen bases in the Shriner game. 3 hits as well to go with it.
Looking for the outside corner. Instead, it'll go 2-0.
Yeah, Longuet, and she's improved in the last couple of innings. 32 pitchers, only 16 have gotten over the plate. 4 strikes. And, you know, we talk about the physical fatigue hit. I mean, that's obviously going to come when you're playing a lot of games, but I think equally as important is the mental fatigue you probably start to feel once you're getting into Game 3. So many things go mentally into this game. Once you get later into the game, it becomes harder and harder. You maybe start feeling, you know, just a little bit diluted there in the dugout as you try to kind of keep rolling.
2-2 to Ancelot, 2 away, no one aboard. I could not agree with you more. And as good as the competition has been, you've had to have laser-like focus for each and every game. Can you make it 3 in a row? Ancelot goes down looking to end the inning. And again, Longuet able to retire. The ladies in order. Pirates looking to take the lead for the first time in the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd, Pirates
Number 7, Caitlin Francis.
coming up to bat. 9-1-2. The catcher, Caitlin Francis, leads things off.
Megan, put a 0 under ladies.
Tied at 1. Pirates went down early, 1-0, able to battle back to tie it. Now can they take the lead?
Now we'll see in the bottom of the 3rd. Aldridge starting Francis off with a strike. Caitlin Francis, she's had a very good championship through the weekend. The first team all SCAC selection. I think maybe a little bit of surprise to some Pirate fans. Actually the only one that was named to the first team.
Francis, freshman from College Station, finds herself down in the count 0-2.
One of those freshman catchers that's had such a nice season.
Aldridge trying to get her to chase it outside. Francis into foul territory down the right field line.
As we said, we've played 5 games today. This is the final game, game 9 to be exact, in the SCAC championship. And the winner of this game has a date with the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs tomorrow at 1 p.m. The winner of this game is going to have to beat the Bulldogs twice. Bulldogs only need to take 1 tomorrow to win their 5th straight conference title.
Neither one of these teams can worry about the team waiting. They've got to get there. Over to LeBlanc at second. Fields and fires for the first out.
I mean, how about this, too? You know, TLU has played 2 ball games. Centenary currently playing their 5th ball game of the tournament.
Now batting the right fielder.
Meanwhile,
number
on the other
6,
side,
Sydney Scott.
Southwestern playing their 4th game of the tournament.
Centenary 2 games in as many days. Back to the top of the order. Scott fouls off the initial offering. And the Bulldogs close enough that they can go home.
Yeah, go home, sleep in your own bed.
Sleep in your own bed, keep your routine, get all kinds of rest, and show up here tomorrow looking for another title.
Well, you know, Seguin such a short distance, you know they're going to get a big fan base coming this way to Georgetown tomorrow.
Right back up the middle. Aldridge unable to make a play, and Scott safe at first.
Yeah, just trickled right under her glove. Scott able to beat it out. She starts it off with a base hit. And a runner on here for the Pirates with only 1 down.
Batting the shortstop, number 4, Celeste Silvas.
Silvas, the shortstop, comes to bat. The Pirates have a base runner. Can they move Scott into scoring position? Silvas watches it high. Ball 1.
Aldridge just couldn't quite field her position on that last AB. Just went right by her.
Fouled back and out of play. 1-1.
Another good crowd on hand, especially for the home team. And really, Centenary, you know, they are the farthest drive of the 6 teams here. And the fans of the ladies and the gents, in this case the ladies this weekend, have made the trip.
A lot of maroon-clad fans making the trip from Shreveport, places further afield. Over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc, the throw over to first. Tried to get the tag on Scott, but could not, but does pick up the second out.
Yeah, she just kind of threw her glove out there to see if she could get a piece of her, but that she knew she was on borrowed time, had to get over to first base to get the speedy Silvas.
Brings up the 3-hole hitter, left fielder Grace Phelps. Phelps picked up by Smith on the hot corner. Nicely done by Margot Smith.
What a play by Smith.
5-3 ends the inning. Top of the 4th. Ladies coming to the plate. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. The big bat, their right fielder, Anna Dunn, leads it off.
Leading off the top of the 4th for the ladies, the right fielder, number 13, Anna Dunn.
We talked about it all series long, how big she has been for this Centenary squad. And she'll come up with a shot here. And the top of the 4th, she can make such a difference in a ball game so quickly.
Longuet able to retire the ladies in order. The last 2 times they've come up to face her. Can she make it 3 in a row?
And she's now retired 7 straight ladies. Really kind of getting in a rhythm here for the Pirates. Exactly what they need I wasn't sure what the pitching rotation was going to be for Southwestern. I don't think I expected them to rely so heavily on Longueuil, but she has been up for the task.
Just outside, a 2-1 now to Dunn. Hurley waiting on deck. Dunn, the local product from Shreveport. Her final year there with the ladies. Wants a chance to play for a Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference tournament title.
And as we have said a few times, she has taken her final season and has gone out with a bang, a 15 home run season, a 50-plus RBI season. It's about as good as it gets.
3-1, Dunn underneath it. Francis back behind the plate, makes the grab.
Almost lost it up there, but was able to stay with it and get a big out, as Dunn was just under it on a 3-1 pitch at that, and a huge out there for the Pirates.
The catcher, Sydney Hurley, comes up.
Number 3, Sydney Hurley.
What an out that was to start things off. Now they're going to have to sit down to Hurley. Hurley 1 for 1 with an RBI bunt single.
She will step into the box and foul one off. Hurley's had a nice little series as well. She actually had the RBI for the ladies back in the first inning. Put down really just a perfect bunt right by the first baseman Kofer. Scored a runner from second base. That's how good that bunt was.
Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike to Hurley.
Okay, now is retired 8 straight after that tough start. Really finding the zone well and really starting to push up that strike count a little bit.
Hurley couldn't resist. Now finds herself in a 1-2 hole.
Centenary, maybe to the surprise, only 1 hit, and it was off this bunt. That is the only hit they have had so far today.
Chases it outside. Hurley goes down, swinging another strikeout for Longueuil.
That's that nasty slider we've seen all weekend long. Just starts out in the middle of the plate and just tails away. Batters have really struggled to pick it up and do anything with it. Another strikeout for Longueuil.
3 Ks for the Pirates pitcher and a chance to sit the ladies down in order for the 3rd inning in a row. Slow roller. Picked up by the second baseman, Crosby. A nice flip over to Kofer. And the ladies go in order yet again. Pirates defense, Longueuil doing their job. Now we'll see if the Pirates bats can put them in front as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Hey friends, Rob Pipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Bottom of the 4th, 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Pirates. Tied at 1. Caitlin Kofer, the first baseman, will lead it off.
Kofer going to try to get it started. The Pirates have really, what's been interesting to see, Kit, and that's why I said the ladies really had to get off to that good start, is you're kind of seeing slow down a little bit. That 3rd game starting to creep a little bit. That fatigue starting to creep a little bit. And now, that's kind of expected. Now what can they do to find that second wind of energy and pick it back up into the later innings?
Ladies just the one run, one hit. Pirates 1 run on 3 hits. Gopher awaiting the 0-2. Outside. And you can hear the differences in the dugouts. Pirates dugouts loud as it has been the entire game.
So loud you can probably hear it yourselves right now.
It is quiet down the first base side where the ladies of Centenary are.
Yeah, a lot of excitement out of that Pirate dugout. Of course, as we said all day, a lot at stake today, and they know what's at stake. Nobody wants their season to end on this Saturday evening.
Gopher chases it high, goes down swinging.
Yeah, chased way out of the zone there. A lot of movement, though, on that pitch. Aldridge getting the big strikeout. And, hey, with all that I say about Centenary, you can kind of see, the fatigue setting in. It's still a 1-1 game. They're still doing what they got to do right now.
Designated player, Katie Brickerell comes to the plate. Brickerell lays the bunt down.
Well, she laid the bunt down, and we've seen a few times where batters have been called out for going out of the box, and Brickerell was very, very close there.
That's
what
what
the umpire said. She was in the box.
Centenary's headman, Mark Swear, was saying that she was out of the box. Umpire disagreed. So Brickerell comes back to the bat with an 0-1 count.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a break there for Brickerell.
0-2 after the big swing and a miss.
I am very impressed right now with Aldridge. She is throwing some great. I mean, again, I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Both of these pitchers, I am just super impressed with what they've been able to do so far.
And you've got to think that Aldridge is probably well over 200 pitches thrown today in all games.
At least, absolutely. And, she is stepping up to the plate here.
Well, that's a conservative estimate. Brickerell pops it high into center field. And Salat is there for the second out.
What I'm going to find interesting for Centenary, what's it going to take? What's going to happen that's going to kind of, push that second win? Because they're doing what they got to do defensively to keep this game tied. So what are they going to be able to do offensively, especially to figure out Lindsay Longuet?
Center fielder Taylor Curtis in the 6th hole up to bat. Fouls it off. Quick 0-1 count.
The question obviously is, who is going to meet Texas Lutheran tomorrow?
Takes for strike 2.
Again, Aldridge. Now, what she's done well, where Longuet has struggled a little bit more, Aldridge, 50 pitches, 36 strikes. She's been ahead of almost all batters faced so far today.
Fouled off by Curtis. Pirates went down in order in the first inning. And Aldridge sit them down to get in order here. Right back to Aldridge, able to glove it and over to first, and the Pirates do go in order. And to the 5th we go, tied at 1.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Fifth, 6, 7, and 8 batters due up for the ladies. The left fielder, Cassie Gonzalez, leads it off.
Gonzalez going to start it off here for the Mountaineers. What's at stake here? Southwestern can make their 4th championship series. They won it in 2010 and 2013, and then they were in the championship series last year against Texas Lutheran in 2017. And then Centenary could make a little school history.
Crosby at second from the knees makes the great throw for the first out.
What a play there by Crosby. Crosby, which is the diving stop, throws it to first. Excellent play there by the second baseman with Longuet, now retiring 11 batters in a row. As I was saying, the Pirates could make their 4th appearance in the SCAC championship, while the Centenary ladies could make a little bit of history and make their first ever championship series.
First baseman Wendy Gillette at the plate. Gillette, you can argue she has been the MVP. What she's been able to do at the plate. She kept them alive in that elimination game earlier. They have been riding the wave of momentum ever since. Popped up. Francis there for the second out.
Just like that. 2 up, 2 down. And, going back, obviously, without Gillette's grand slam to end that first game, the ladies may not be in this situation right now, playing for a chance to play tomorrow.
Now batting the
That was obviously a huge
number
moment
8, Aaron Lewis.
as Lewis steps into the box.
It was a walk-off grand slam if you're just joining us. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, 2 strikes on Gillette when she sent it over the center field wall.
Just unbelievable. Truly unbelievable stuff here. And that was, we've mentioned it a few times if you've been throughout the broadcast throughout the day, but not to mention they were down 3-0 to start that inning. They were still down 3-0 when there was 2 outs in the inning, and they scored 6 runs in that inning to win 6-3.
Lewis looking to get something going. Fouls it off, 1-1. Centenary has gone down in order the last 3 innings. Pirates looking to make it 4 in a row.
We talk about the range of emotions, or at least the fatigue Centenary's feeling, and that could be due to the range of emotions they've probably been feeling all day, from the low of possibly getting eliminated to the high of avoiding elimination to falling behind to Schreiner to coming back and taking the lead on Schreiner. Been quite the roller coaster ride for the ladies.
It certainly has. It's not over yet. Lewis awaits the 1-2 from Longuet. Underneath it. Francis right at the netting behind home plate. That is a very difficult play to make.
Yeah, she's kind of slumping her shoulders, I think kind of jokingly. But she was just right against the backstop and just couldn't quite, got a little bit of her glove on it, just couldn't quite pull it in as the count goes to 1-2.
Lewis back in, awaiting the offering from Longuet. Outside, Lewis able to restrain herself.
That was impressive because that was a very, very good 1-2 pitch. Nice slider going over the outside part of the plate. Lewis just held herself up and stays alive at 2-2.
2 away, no one aboard. 2-2, Lewis pops it up again, and Francis able to make the catch to end the inning, and for the 4th inning in a row, the ladies go in order. Pirates still looking for the lead, tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
That one was just a little too close. We were saying we thought it was going to come on this side.
I was getting ready to bail.
Bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the order coming up for the Pirates. Their third baseman, Andrea Hearn, at the plate. Still tied at 1. Neither team has been able to break the deadlock. The ladies took the lead, 1 run in the first. Pirates equalized with 1 in the second. We are scoreless since.
All right, stay in the zone, Finn.
Hearn awaiting the 0-2 from Aldridge. It's a bit high. Pirates, that 1 run, 3 hits, just 1 hit for the ladies. To center field, Ancelot there for the first out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Mary Alex Crosby.
Second baseman Mary Alex Crosby fouls away the first pitch. Had a great play defensively.
And throw to first. She has done a wonderful job in the field for the Pirates.
Bunt right back to Aldridge. LeBlanc over from second to cover. And it's 2 up, 2 down for the Pirates.
Yeah, I like the idea by Crosby trying to get the bunt down, get something rolling here. But if you're going to put a bunt down, usually doesn't do you any favors if you hit it right back to the pitcher. Just an easy play there for Aldridge, and she's got 2 down.
Now the bottom of the order, the Pirates freshman catcher, Caitlin Francis. Takes for strike 1.
Again, I can't say enough about what these pitchers are doing right now. It almost doesn't make sense in a way. Aldridge has now retired 7 in a row. Longuet's up to 13 in a row.
Down the right field line, Dunn makes the catch in foul territory, and the Pirates go in order. Still tied at 1 as we head to the 6th. Top of the 6th, still tied at 1 between Centenary and Southwestern. It'll be 9-1-2 coming up for the ladies. Their shortstop, Becca Magoo, leads things off.
And the 9-hole hitter will be 9-1-2 coming up for the ladies as Magoo takes ball 1. Magoo's been pinch hit for a few times throughout the weekend, but they're going to let her go to the plate and swing away.
Magoo does just that. Over to Hearn at third. And no trouble. She collects the first out.
Now 14 in a row retired by Lindsay Longuet. She is in the zone right now.
And the same can be said for her counterpart, Nicole Aldridge.
She's up to 8 in a row and has really started to find her rhythm in the later innings as well. Yeah, Kate, you hit the nail on the head. How much better she gets as the game goes on.
LeBlanc to center field, drops that one in front of Curtis, and that is just the second hit of the ball game for the ladies.
Yeah, nice little swing there by LeBlanc. Just lifted it into center right in front of Curtis. Breaks that little retired streak up. 14 in a row for Longuet until that base hit. And now Centenary has some options here. What do they do with Anslot? Do you bunt here and give Dunn a chance with 2 outs? There's a lot of options.
LeBlanc, the go-ahead run aboard. Hanslot awaiting the offering. It looked like she wanted to bunt, but that one was out of the zone.
And I think this is a situation, we've talked about it a few times today with bunting. Hanslot's obviously very speedy, can get down the line in a heartbeat, but if she's going to go around and bunt here and try to sacrifice LeBlanc over, she needs to square around and actually get the bunt down and not worry so much about getting for a hit, if that's what they want to do in this situation.
2 balls, no strikes to Kelsey Ancelot.
Yeah, I was going to say, it all changes now when it's 2-0. That's a whole different ball game. You get the 2-0 now, you maybe take the bunt off and see what you can do with the bat.
Ancelot bunts it over to Hearn. Hearn unable to field it, and that is going to be an error on the third baseman, Andrea Hearn. Ancelot safe at first, and more importantly, LeBlanc in scoring position with just 1 out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there with Hearn. I don't know if it took a hop on her or what. She just could not field that cleanly. And as opposed to getting an out and having 2 outs with Dunn at the plate, Dunn's going to come to the plate with a pair of runners on and only 1 down.
And if you are the ladies of Centenary, this is who you want coming up to bat in this situation.
She's been so good all weekend long. Starting from the first game against Trinity on, she has been unbelievable this weekend.
Watches the first pitch in for strike 1.
I mean, so good you almost think. I mean, she's somebody that, yeah, it won't happen, obviously, if Texas Lutheran wins it all, but she could be somebody that you could consider for an MVP no matter what. That's how good she's been.
Absolutely. High. Francis doing a good job to flash the leather to that one. Dunn is one of those players that fans will be talking million about, and when she comes to bat, all eyes are focused on her, and for good reason.
Absolutely. 15 home runs, 52 RBIs. There's a reason for it.
Outside, 2 balls and a strike now.
For Southwestern, you got to go right after her. You can't afford to put her on and load the bases up. You just got to go at her and hope for the best. They've been able to get her out today. She is 0 for 2 on the day.
Dunn reaches out, pops this one up to Silvas for the second out.
That slider again, that's worked so well for Longuet all day. Got her to chase it there. Couldn't get her bat around on it on the outside and just pops it up very safely to the shortstop Silvas.
Now the cleanup hitter, catcher Sydney Hurley, comes to bat. She put the ladies on top, their lone run of the ball game. Can she put them back on top?
Well, it's funny, she put them up on a bunt. Not what you expect from a cleanup hitter, but it was about as perfect of a bunt as you can ask for. Crosby was going over to cover second. Kofer was coming in. She bunted it right by Kofer, just a perfect spot, and it brought the runner Ancelot home from second.
Fouled back, 1-1 now to Hurley.
Okay, you know you've put down a good bunt if you can score somebody from second, and it still counts as an RBI.
It is rare that you see an RBI bunt single, and even rarer when that RBI comes in to score from second.
Got the ladies started. It got that bench going. It was a big start for them back in the first.
Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
And keep in mind, we take you back to that first inning. Remember, the ladies had first and third with 1 down. They tried a suicide squeeze that simply just backfired. Ended up being popped up into the fielder's glove, into Hearn's glove, and they were able to double up Anna Dunn at the time. That was a big moment.
Hurley. Called strike 2. LeBlanc taking the opportunity to steal third. And now the go-ahead run 60 feet away, but there are 2 outs, and the count is 2-2 to Hurley.
Yeah, Centenary taking a little risk there, stealing both runners and getting them into scoring position. And Hurley even taking a little risk there.
2-2, chased it outside. Hurley goes down to end the inning, and that was a huge strikeout. Bottom of the 6th. Top of the lineup coming up for the Pirates. Scott, Silvas, and Phelps still tied at 1. A place in tomorrow's championship final on the line. The Bulldogs of TLU waiting. Will they face the Pirates, or will it be the ladies? This is going to go right back up the middle. Scott takes the first pitch for a leadoff single.
Remember, we're in the bottom of the 6th right now. SU can get one across here. They'll go in the top of the 7th with a chance to end it. That's how quick that can happen.
So a place in the championship final on the line. But for the loser, their season will come to an end tonight in Georgetown.
I'll tell you, this has been one of the better ball games we've seen in this whole tournament, too. This has been such a great game. Such a great job by both pitchers.
Silvas lays the bunt down, the throw. Not in time. Silvas safe at first, the bunt single. What a play from Celeste Silvas.
I mean, just a perfect bunt. Nothing more you can do with that. She put it perfectly down the line. Everybody is safe. And the Pirates are in business. Runners at first and second, and nobody out.
Go ahead, run in scoring position.
Mark Swear came out to have a talk, and I think what he was talking about, I don't know if you noticed, when Silvas put that bunt down, her bat was kind of halfway in fair territory, halfway in foul territory, and the ball was kind of heading towards the bat, almost touched it. I think it did just miss it, though.
Left fielder Grace Phelps up to bat.
What do they do with Phelps here? This is your number 3 hitter. This is the SCAC Newcomer of the Year. You got runners at first and second, nobody out. Do you have her put a sac bunt down and move that game-winning, that go-ahead run 60 feet away? And that may answer the question, as that one's fouled off. Looks like she's going to be swinging away.
Yeah, big cut there. Kofer, the cleanup hitter, waiting on deck.
Here a little Amazing Grace coming from the dugout, again serenading us. It's not Sunday quite yet. We're almost there. They want to be singing Amazing Grace tomorrow in the championship game.
They do indeed, but the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Phelps. Phelps by the third baseman off the glove of Magoo. Pirates bring the go-ahead run across, throw to third. Not in time. The Pirates have taken the lead 2-1, and they have base runners at second and third. No outs in the bottom of the sixth.
3 straight singles, and the freshman, the newcomer of the year, comes through in a huge situation. 2 strikes on her, goes with the pitch through the left side, and able to bring a run home. And the Pirates have the go-ahead run across the plate and the 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the sixth.
Centenary, they've been able to respond all day long when they are been against the wall. How will they respond here?
Well, and they're in a tough situation. As you mentioned, there is no outs in this inning. You cannot, I know Centenary did it earlier, but you cannot afford to fall behind even more.
Pirates runners both in scoring position as Kofor fouls off the first pitch.
And I say that with the way Lindsay Longuet is pitching right now. You've got to somehow find a way to get out of this.
Fouled off, 0-2, and Centenary sending Taylor Absher, the freshman right-hander, to the bullpen to warm up.
And Nicole Aldridge has had such a great effort today, and you do have to kind of wonder, especially with 3 straight singles, if that fatigue is starting to finally creep up with her and catch up to her here. Some of those balls are getting over the plate, and Southwestern is attacking them.
Oh-2, high, gets away from the catcher Hurley, and Silvas slides in safely, makes it 3-1 Pirates.
Yeah, I think little things like that. Obviously, that pitch nowhere near the zone, just kind of lost it there. And Silva's able to score so much speed. You know, they actually had a shot at the play because it kind of bounced really nicely off the backstop, but Silva's so fast, able to beat it out.
What a big run that is. Pirates now with a 2-run cushion. They can add to it. Fouled off.
And
the fans, well, not impressed as that foul ball from Kofor finding one of the brand new lights that had been in use for exactly 24 hours.
They are not happy with her right now. Oh, heading for it again. They are letting her know that you do realize we spent money on those lights. There is no need to break them already.
Kofor, the sophomore, may see her tuition raised next year. We'll have to check on that.
The light seems to be okay, thankfully. Everybody kind of was holding their breath, but it seems to have made it.
1-2 the count. Phelps waiting at third. Outside. Good eye from Kofor. Still no outs. This is a huge opportunity for the Pirates. They have a 2-run lead. They want to put as many on as they can before the ladies come up to bat in the top of the 7th.
If you're Mark Swear, how long are you going to leave Aldridge out there? How long can you leave her out there? What is kind of the plan?
Now sent Absher to the bullpen. It's going to take her at least a few minutes to warm up.
As he said it in the post game, how much he trusts her and how much he believes in her. See if she can bear down here. At least try to get an out. A tough one here in Kofor.
2-2, fouled away yet again. Great at bat from Caitlin Kofor.
I tell you, I don't know if she was sitting change up there or what, but Aldridge took a little bit off of that, and that was a wonderful job by Kofor to sit back and foul that one off to stay alive still.
Kofor chops it over to LeBlanc. Cannot make a play. Phelps in to score, and it is 4-1 Pirates.
Again, just a great at-bat by Kofor. Takes that pitch right up the middle to score another run, and the Pirates lead 4-1. Already 4 hits in this inning alone. Back to back to back to back singles.
Designated player Katie Brickerell comes up. No outs. Kofor at first. Brickerell lays down the bunt. Aldridge able to make the throw over to first. But the sacrifice bunt moves Kofor on to second.
It's a great bunt by Brookerell to move Kofor into scoring position and bring up the senior Taylor Curtis, and now she has an RBI opportunity here, trying to keep it going in a big 6th inning for the Pirates.
Curtis, senior from Bryan High School. Watch his first pitch, outside, ball 1. Hearn waiting on deck, just 1 out for the Pirates.
Am I going to see a pinch runner here for, we will.
There will indeed be a pinch runner for Kofor. Jordan Farber, the freshman from Sugar Land, out of Fort Bend Kempner High School, comes on.
A lot of times the de facto pinch runner. Anytime they need some speed on, they get her in usually first. So she'll move into scoring position.
(1-0) to left field. Gonzalez there for out number 2.
Nice job by Aldridge, able to get the out. Now let's see if she can get one more. Now the Pirates up 4-1. Centenary at least wants to keep it that way and give themselves a chance going into the 7th.
Hearn steps to the plate. Hearn responsible for the first run for the Pirates, an RBI double back in the 2nd, tied it at 1.
Big RBI double for the Pirates. Was able to, it came with 2 outs. It was a piece of 2 out hitting. Curtis was able to get on and get into scoring position, and Hearn was able to drive her in.
Takes, the count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Even though it's fallen off a little bit for Aldridge here in the 6th, it's still got to commend her for the job she has done today. She has really she's battled well and given her team a chance.
1-1 off the hands. And coming in to make the diving catch is Cassie Gonzalez in left field. What a play to win the inning.
What a play indeed. Nice, beautiful sliding catch by Gonzalez. That would have obviously been another run had it fallen. And the ladies keep it at 4-1 as we go to the top of the 7th. Centenary needs 3 runs to tie, 4 to move ahead. We head to the top of the 7th.
I'm just afraid they just snatch their face in the ground when they do that stomach one.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Top of the 7th, Pirates 3 outs away from a chance to play for a conference tournament title. The Bulldogs of Texas Lutheran waiting in the wings, but they need to pick up 3 outs. Centenary's been able to battle back all day. Can they again here? Trailing 4-1 in the top of the 7th, 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the ladies. Their third baseman, Margot Smith, leads it off.
Lindsay Longuet has been terrific. She's had a slider that has worked very, very well for her today. She's gotten some big outs and really, honestly, not as efficient as she usually has been. 71 pitches, only 39 for strikes. Usually a little bit more efficient in the circle, but she's made it work regardless. Continues to get the ladies out, and she is 3 outs away from sending the Pirates to Championship Sunday.
Smith back in, awaiting the 1-1. Good eye, watches it high for ball 2. Gonzalez waiting on deck. Gillette will follow.
And Gillette, remember, she was the one, bottom of the 7th earlier today, the walk-off grand slam.
Smith, a piece of it to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I can tell you, and I think my partner Kit can say the same, this Centenary team is not going anywhere here in the top of the 7th. We've learned from that all day today.
We have indeed, and the Pirates and their fans think otherwise. They are sorely mistaken. Give Centenary a ton of credit. This is a team that no matter the odds, no matter what the scoreboard says, they will continue to battle until that very last out is collected. Smith in, awaiting the payoff pitch. Smith comes up with the leadoff single. Takes the 3-2 to left field.
Exactly what you need for a leadoff here to build a rally. Margot Smith takes that pitch, was actually outside, but was able to extend the bat, get it on, make contact, bat on ball, and just drive it into left.
Left fielder Cassie Gonzalez, who's been outstanding in the field. He's come up with some huge diving catches. Will come to bat, but there will be a pinch runner in the place of Smith.
Yes.
And that is going to be number 5, Keely Adair. Adair, the freshman from Henderson.
Pinch running at first base for the ladies, number 5, Keely Adair.
So Adair, another we talked about, de facto pinch runner for Southwestern. Kind of the same thing for Centenary. Usually the first one they go to off the bench when they need a pinch runner.
See if the speedy freshman can get herself in a scoring position. His first pitch, foul down the third base line.
Gonzalez, who's at the plate, has had a really good tournament so far. Has had quite a few hits for the ladies. She steps into the box.
And Gonzalez 2 for 4 in the previous game, the win over Schreiner. Fouls it off yet again, and now the count 0-2 to Gonzalez.
Come on, girl. He just started doing that, and it's really...
Right over to third and doubled up. Hearn snags the line drive and able to get it over to Kofer for the double play. Now the Pirates 1 out away from booking their spot in Championship Sunday.
Yeah, just a little unfortunate there for Centenary. Gonzalez put a great swing. What was that pitch? Hit it to opposite field, but hit it right to Andrea Hearn. Made the play on the line drive and was able to double up Adair. And Gillette going to come to the plate. Centenary down to their final out.
Gillette has been up with 2 outs, but the difference was the bases were loaded the previous time, and Gillette hit by the pitch.
Maybe a little adrenaline running there for Longuet. Just kind of lost that one, and Gillette paid the price right in the back. And she trots down to first.
Yeah, wore that right between the 2 and the 4. And it's going to be a pinch hitter. It'll be number 2, Hallie Smith, sophomore from Aledo.
Pinch hitting for the ladies, number 2, Hallie Smith.
Well, the ladies stay alive. Can they get another runner? We're also going to see a pinch runner. Looks like it's going to be number 23.
It will indeed. Jaylee Riggs, the freshman from Campview, Louisiana, comes on as the pinch runner at first.
Pitch running at first base, number 23, Jaylee Riggs.
For Centenary, just try to get someone on base and get that game-tying run to the plate. And just continue to extend this game any way you can.
One aboard, 2 away. First pitch, low and away. Ball 1 to Smith.
And it goes back. We talk about the mental state. You know, you got to think at this point with 2 outs, I got to get on base any possible way.
Fouled back, 1-1.
Any possible way, and this pitcher is not going to get me out. That's how Centenary was able to come back earlier in the day.
I don't know. All I know is last year they had an event.
And Smith hit by the pitch. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. It's going to be a pinch hitter, number 21, Haley Miller. Miller, the senior from Houghton, Louisiana, representing the tying run. As the last two batters hit by pitches. Still 2 outs. The Pirates having trouble collecting this final out, and that's going to send their pitching coach, Ellie Sukoff, out to have a word with Longuet.
I'm saying it's going to, we'll see how it plays out, if it could possibly be the same result, but it's just feeling a little bit like deja vu all over again here in the top of the 7th.
And if you're a ladies fan, that is a good thing, and not so much for the black and gold fans here in attendance.
Great crowd here on deck here at Taylor Sanders Field, anxiously awaiting who's going to move on to Sunday and play in that SCAC championship game against Texas Lutheran. The Pirates are 1 out away, but yet again, these ladies just will not go away.
They are battle-tested. They have come back time and time again. Can they do it one more time?
He's going to go to Laterno.
We talked about maybe the fatigue Aldridge was feeling. Maybe Longuet now starting to feel it a little bit here in the top of the 7th with how much she's pitched over the weekend.
Outside.
Show 'em how it's done, Haley.
Ball 1 to Miller.
Keep in mind, you have the top of the lineup on deck. Starting with LeBlanc. And you got your Centenary. You got to be thinking in the Wims, not too far down. There's Anna Dunn. Could they get around to her in this inning? We're going to get some softball exchanges here. Some new balls.
Miller with a 1-0 count, representing the tying run. There are ladies at first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Pirates lead 4-1. Fouled back.
Miller right on that pitch, fouls it straight back. Tying run, as we said, now at the plate here for Centenary. One swing could make this a tie game. At the same time, one more out. We look forward to Sunday.
Strike 2.
Nice rise ball there from Longuet. Got Miller to chase. She's ahead 1-2. Centenary now down to their final strike.
Longuet pick up this final strike, final out. 1-2 pitch. Just outside. Pirates fans ready to erupt. The count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, they thought they had strike 3 there, but a little bit outside. Good patience there by Miller.
2 outs, 2 aboard, 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Miller stays alive.
Good job there by Miller, fighting off that pitch to stay alive and keep the count at 2-2.
You can feel the tension. 2-2, popped up. That one comes off the netting behind home plate. No chance for Francis to make a play.
Now, once the ball hits that netting, it is officially out of play. So, again, a good job there by Miller, fighting off yet another pitch.
It is quiet on both sides. Everybody focused on Miller at the plate.
As you said, you can just feel the tension from both sides.
Fouled back yet again. Miller, as you said, doing whatever she has to do to get aboard.
Yeah, I've already seen 7 pitches in this at-bat. Pitch number 8 coming up. Really making it a battle here for Longueuil.
Miller goes down swinging to end it, and the Pirates are headed to Championship Sunday, a date with the number 1 seed Texas Lutheran Bulldogs on the line. The Pirates able to take down the ladies of Centenary 4-1. What a game it was, tied at 1 after 2. And that was the case all the way until the bottom of the 6th when the Pirates put 3 across, 4-1. And the Pirates, who fell to the Bulldogs earlier today, will get another crack at the number 2 team in the nation. Wade Wilson's Bulldogs looking for their 5th consecutive SCAC tournament championship, but they're going to have to get by the Pirates. We will have it for you right here on SHN Sports, 1 p.m. local time. Hope you'll join us for that, and it is going to be a good one. That much I can assure you. We have seen great games today. We started the day with 6 teams. We are now down to 2. What a day it has been. 5 games, a absolutely incredible slate as we now head down to the field. James Hill joined by Coach Angela Frobase of the winning Pirates.
Down here on the field, the Southwestern Pirates are heading to Championship Sunday. Just defeated Centenary in a tough 4-1 battle. Angela Frobase and then the winning pitcher, Lindsay Longueuil, here with me. Coach, we'll start with you. Boy, what a battle that was in the 6th inning. Talk about, Aldridge pitched a heck of a game. And talk about how you guys were able to get to her finally in the 6th.
Aldridge is awesome. She always does a great job, and she's always tough for us. And, we just stayed in it. We're good hitters. We know we are. Obviously, our first game today didn't go the way we wanted, and they just kept plugging away. And that's all we ask of these hitters is keep plugging away, and it'll come. And sure enough, they rallied, and they did a great job.
You had an awesome pitcher on your side as well, and Lindsay Longueuil. Talk a little bit about her performance, a very gutsy performance all day long.
Absolutely. We're glad to have Lindsay back. She's done a phenomenal job. I mean, I love her having the ball. I love my whole pitching staff. They all do a great job, and right now Lindsay's on fire. So we've got to go with a hot hand, and she's doing a great job.
And Lindsay, I will turn to you. You get the win today. 1 point, you retired 14 straight. Talk a little bit about the performance and how you were in the zone tonight.
I just came out and wanted to be on my game, wanted to help my team win this game because in everything, each pitch matters, each at-bat matters. We needed to win this game. So.
Talk a little bit about the defensive performance. I recall, in the 7th inning, a runner gets on. Andrea Hearn makes a huge play, gets a huge double play. Just talk about the defensive performance as a whole.
My team always has my back. They're going to be there for me through everything, and I know they have my back even when I miss pitches. So that's all I can say.
Coach, Lindsay, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow on Sunday.
Sounds good.
And as we said, the Southwestern Pirates defeat the Centenary ladies in a great contest by the final score of 4-1. That's going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. Day 2, what a day. We saw 5 games. We started with 6, and we are down to 2 teams. Championship Sunday starts tomorrow. It'll be the Southwestern Pirates, the number 3 seed, taking on the number 1 seed, Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. We will start things at 1 p.m. TLU just needs 1 win, and they will be the SCAC champions for the 5th time. However, if the Pirates can steal 2, they will take the SCAC crown. And as we said, this wraps up Day 2. We hope you have enjoyed today's coverage. We look forward to having you for Championship Sunday tomorrow. For my partner, Kit McConico, this has been James Hill for SHN Sports. Good night from Georgetown, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Championship Sunday.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.